Hey YouTube, it's Dave Manic 1. This is a video about the strops that I make and sell. I'm going to start selling a lot of these strops here off my channel, and this is just pretty much a video explaining what they are, what sizes, what I can do, and whatnot. Okay, so basically, I do a bunch of different strops. We have regular flat strops right here. These are 4 inches by 8 inches. I make them double-sided. This has been sitting in my sharpening box, so it's a little grummy. They come out perfect when I'm done with them. But basically double-sided. This is 4 by 8. So if you have a little sharpening box or whatever, you put that in there. It's kind of wide, so it helps you, with your folders or whatnot. You can get a good strop going on with that. It's a little on the wider side. You have your bushcraft knives or whatever. I've got these guys right here. These are also double-sided, as you can see. I could do them with the one side with the flesh side out, and the other side with the skin side, which is the the fine side of the. So you go ahead and run your strop. Your compound on one side, and then for your finishing you could buff it with the skin side, which I have a strop here somewhere that has that. Okay, like right here. See, this is smooth. This is the smooth side and the flesh, so you can do that. I could also do 4-sided strops like you see here, the handle. That guy's pretty long. We're looking at, let me see here, sorry about that. It's the stropping surface itself is about, as you can see there, right at 14 inches long. So if you have a longer, machete, whatever, that would be ideal. But I can make these strops to size to whatever application. If you have a sharpening box with a cutout in the top, and you want one cutout so it fits in the drop section of there, or any designated area, so you can set it on there and it has a stable surface. I could do it whatever size you need. Not a big deal whatsoever. Like I said, this guy right here is actually, it's 3 by, I'd say, this one's 3 by 8. This guy's 4 by 8. This is 1.5. 1.5, and the actual stropping surface here is, I'm working one-handed still, so here we go. As you can see, the stropping surface on this guy is about 9 inches or so, so that'll pretty much work. So for a lot of the majority of your applications, this is double-sided, so you could do you can do 2 different compounds where you got a coarse and then a fine after you're done with your sharpening. The system I use, I haven't gotten around to making my own self a 4-sided strop, so what I do is I've got a pair of them. So what I do usually is I have the black coarse compound on this side, so I'll run through with my strop, bam, on this side, flip it, the medium compound on this side, which is the white compound. When done with that, usually in between, from going from each compound, I'll wipe the blade off with a with the skin side of some leather, or even something that you want to get the compound. That way you don't contaminate your compounds. That way one compound doesn't end up running to the other one. It's not really a big issue. It's not going to really do all that much, but I just do it anyway. That way my strops, I don't have to clean them as much. So like I said, black coarse, flip it over, got the white. Then I go to green, fine, and then the red is just a simple polish with no abrasives in there, which is the final touch there. And with if you have a system like that, you will get like surgically sharp. Your knives will get surgically sharp. They'll shave hairs, split hairs, no problem with that. But to begin with, this is, if you had, like, let's say the white compound and the green compound, golden, or even from the black to the green fine compound, and it'll work fine. So if you got that right there will help you finalize the the sharpening on your knife nicely. But as far as pricing goes on these guys, I'm not exactly sure. I'm going to be way reasonable with these. I'm going to try to get it to where you're not going to really be able to find a cheaper price for Strops than dealing with me, because I'm not doing this to make all kinds of crazy cash or anything like that. I just simply I have access to the leather at a reasonable price, access to the materials at a reasonable price, and I have a setup where I can kind of do them efficiently, where it's actually worth my time, and I could go ahead and not sell them for that much. And it's all simply to the money that I'm getting from this is just simply so I can buy materials, get my designs to my knife designs, and get them to the water jet to get them cut, and to get materials and stuff in my shop so I can actually start producing knives. Right now I'm sitting stagnant because of lack of funds or whatnot. I mean, I've got a wife, a 13-year-old, bills. So this knife stuff is it's a hobby, and I don't, it's not like I do knives for a living. I'm not nearly that good yet. So this is just gonna help me supplement my my hobby income, and to keep that going. And hopefully before long I'll be able to make, produce, and sell knives, and kind of hone my skills there, and be able to do, make these things, make the knives, make all this cool stuff. And so anyway, that's what that's about. So I'm thinking, I'm gonna look online to see exactly what people are selling Strops for, so I can and then kind of evaluate it to see exactly how much I charge for these. But I'm not thinking that much. I think something like this I'd probably do for like $6 plus shipping or something like that. Is what I'm thinking. These guys right here will be a little bit more. The main information I've got to get is shipping. The flat rate stuff, like we got a flat rate box right here. As you can see, someone has just sent me a package, and they did it with the flat rate box, and it was $6.10. Well, this strop right here barely fits in that. So let's say it would be $6 for the strop and $6.10 for shipping. So it would be, I'd charge you like $12.50 or $12.10 or whatever for it, just to cover shipping costs or whatever. As far as these goes, I don't think they make a flat rate shipping box that'll accommodate something like that. So I'd have to check with the post office and see if I just made a makeshift box, and then they would just wait and then give me a price on it. So I have to do some research as far as that goes. So, because when I sell these, I want to be as fair as possible to you guys. I'm not trying to be rich making leather Strops, dude. I'm just trying to get a little extra money, that way I can start getting into this knife making. And I've got 35, 40 knife designs that I've like them all, and I want to get stuff to the water jet to get those cut, and that way I can grind my edges. I still need to come get G10 handle pin, pins for the handles, all kinds of that stuff. I'm in the beginning stages of getting this going, and this is just going to help me out. And I'm just trying to help you guys out with a fair price on a strap. I mean, I've seen them, if you go to knife kits or whatever, they've got them, double-sided strap, $38. To me, that's kind of ridiculous, man. That's just way too much money. I mean, if you guys, if you guys want me to make you a $38 strap, then I'll, do some funky engraving. I'll have my daughter bedazzle it for you or something, or I'll personally deliver it to your house in a limo, whatever. That's a lot of money for a strap. So, okay. So, like I said, maybe I'll do something where I do a set of, 2 strops or 4 sides. That way I've got 2, or I can do a 4-sided strap, for you or whatever. But, to tell you the truth, initially, you're just going to want something that's double-sided. Definitely. I think you should at least run 2 different compounds on your final touches on stropping there. Unless when you're sharpening it, you're running into, you've got super high grit sandpaper somewhere over 1,000 grit or something, where it just puts such a fine edge where the stropping, the deburring of what the excess off there is so fine that the regular green compound will do it. Because that's pretty much what you're doing when you're stropping. You're just eliminating the microscopic burrs off the blades. That way it flies through your cutting material and there's nothing abrasive on the blade, and you get a good clean cut. And that's exactly what you're doing when you're stropping. So anyway, you want some more info on this, PM me, and I'll do whatever I can. I'll respond quickly. And I'm trying to lock down these estimates as far as shipping, because that's the only thing. I know exactly how much I would charge, for some of this stuff, because the materials aren't that much. It's a tiny bit time consuming as far as making them, but you're making more than a few at a time, then it's not so bad whatsoever. And like I said, let me reiterate, I'm not trying to be rich or trying to get rich selling strops, dude. I'm just trying to make a couple bucks here and there. That way I can get some steel, get my knife handle making materials, set up my Kydex sheet press. I'm gonna make in the process. Actually, I'm almost done making my Kydex sheet press. But the funny thing about it is I got the press 90% made, and I have no Kydex at hand. I've got the foam for it, everything. So it's just the final touches into getting this knife making stuff going. So if you got any comments, post them below. Good or bad, just let me know. You like what you see here, you like my channel, subscribe. And if you haven't, if you want any more information, I can make these to any size you need, depending on if you've got little shoe boxes you use for your knife sharpening stuff, or other boxes or something. If you need something that's supposed, if you got a knife kit and the separator boxes or little separations in your boxes are a certain size that you need a certain size strop to fit in there nicely with all the other stuff, let me know. Not a big deal, dude. I've got mad gear in my shop. I got saws, freaking, dude, I'm so loaded down with all kinds of woodworking gear. I mean, I don't know if you can see down there. I mean, dude, that's what I do for a living. So I can make them to whatever size you need. Just like I said, PM me, and I'll get back to you with whatever information you need. If you got any questions, like I said, post them below. Alright guys, well, thanks for tuning in, and you guys have a good day. Peace.